What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, doe? Welcome to the Ball Hawk Show podcast. I'm your host, Ahmad Hawkins. Appreciate you rocking with me on this Sunday. For everybody just tuned in, I just shared the link to join the show live on Facebook is in the description, YouTube in the description, and YouTube. I'll put it in the chat. If you're on Twitter, just let me know that you want to join, and then I'll share the link with you in the tweet. But yeah, man, we here on this nice Sunday. Yeah. Last week of the NFL before the playoffs, did your coach make the right decision of having some starters playing? As far as positioning, where do you see your squad matching up? You know, if it's already played out, I know it's still some moving parts. I know the New Orleans and the Falcons game can cause some movement, I think, but for the most part, and then the Lions playing the Vikings. And they want to win and see if the Cowboys lose and the Eagles lose so they could get the number 2 slot. And I know that the Lions tight end actually got injured too. So, you know, share your thoughts on like the final week. Like if you play your starters, if they got incentives, do you plan to get the incentives? Like that's always a good conversation because we know with the opt-out in college football, always compared to the last week of the NFL. Like when I see players opting out of bowl games. And then if fans have an issue with that, and then we go to the NFL and they're like, well, I don't mind them sitting that last regular season game, you know, because it's a lot of moving parts when it comes to just the mindset of do you play the game, sit the game, are you letting your brothers down? And there's always a fun discussion because you just want to see if somebody maintains the same thought process throughout. Or do they just pick and choose? I don't want to call it fake outrage, but they just pick and choose like when they have an issue with something. Is it just the dynamic has changed and that causes you to be in uproar? Because we talk about college sports, the dynamic is changing as far as the revenue and players being able to earn money off their name, image, and likeness, and how folks don't like that because they came up and they were brought up that scholarship was enough. And I don't think a lot of people understand the dynamic when it comes to the NCAA and being a nonprofit, things of that nature. So let me get Steph on here. What's up, Steph? What's good?
What up?
How you, bro?
Man, I've been good, man. I've been all sick the last 2 days, just feeling better today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Been working too much. Been working 7 days a week, so I had to take the weekend off.
Are you headed to the game?
Yeah, I'm playing a big poker tournament. I got the rest of this month, I got two $500,000, $2 million tournaments to play. So hopefully, I can strike big this month.
Okay, that's what's up. And what
I haven't been back on my poker last at Maryland Live.
Where? Say it again. You cut out.
Maryland Live.
Oh, okay. Where is that at?
In Maryland.
Okay. I mean, I can't really understand. It's a lot of background noise, bro. And you know you don't speak clear, so I got to keep asking. You feel me? I'm just making sure folks understand what you're saying.
You right. Yo, I just came over real quick. Yo, what was that mess? I thought y'all was playing that first, but that dude took it serious the other day. Yo, what was his problem?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, say less.
I don't know, man.
But I'm looking forward toward the Tuesday and give us our NFC championship and our number 2 seed.
Oh, so do you have the Commanders beating the Cowboys? Did you hear what I asked?
Say it again.
So say what you said again. You said something about the Eagles and the number 2 seed.
I can hear you.
Did you ask about the Eagles and the number? Bruh.
I'm looking forward to the Dallas Cowboys to lose and we.
Okay. All right. That's what I thought you said. So you got the Commanders beating the Dallas Cowboys.
I got a bad.
Man, you going through a bad area. Like you really going in and out, bro.
Yes.
So hit me when you get situated,
Yeah,
man.
I'll call you back when I stop.
All right, be safe. All right, that's Stephon. So Stephon, an Eagles fan, that stated that he looks forward to the Commanders defeating the Cowboys. So the Eagles, with their victory over the Giants, can claim the number 2 seed in the NFC playoff standing. So that's interesting because I heard that AJ Brown called a players meeting before this game. The Eagles been looking like trash can juice. They really have. And at the end of the day, they better show up because they ain't played a complete game all year long. And that should give you cause to pause. We got Czar in the back. What up, Czar? Turn your camera sideways for me, man. There you go.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Can't call it, bro. Watching this damn Jaguar game.
Oh, see, that's why they losing. Yo, you be jinxing them, bro.
Nah, man. When I go to the game, I'm undefeated. They lose, but I generally want. I'm not a Jag hater like that, but I want them guys to win so the city will have a home playoff game against Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sports guy. I still like to go to the games and enjoy myself. They just.
Oh, that's right, because Cleveland won't win a division because of Baltimore.
Yeah, and I'm looking like all the Jags got to do is just win this game, and they got a home. They host a home game, bro.
But so are they going to the playoffs regardless?
No, they lose if they out.
Oh,
they just posted a scenario. If they lose,
because the Texans
Pittsburgh
won.
and Buffalo got automatic bids.
Whoa, Pittsburgh to get in?
Yup. There's Pittsburgh fans right now on TV with the terrible towels. Like,
yo, I did not realize that was the dynamic. That's what's up. My man Tomlin to get it here. He'll backpedal into the end zone. I mean, into the playoffs, huh? I know they don't like Tomlin because, you know.
Yeah. I was talking to a dude the other day at the gas station. He said, I was in the public supermarket getting a sub. And he's a Pittsburgh fan. And he looked like when I said, I'm from VA, Tomlin, support. He looked like he wanted to say something. He was just like, I'm not a Tomlin fan, but I got to respect that man. He has never had a losing season in Pittsburgh. He just had to shut the hell up and go fix the sub because he wanted to say something else.
I see Derrick Henry got 154 yards on 17 carries, and they said Derrick Henry was done.
The Jags, man.
Man, look, I keep telling people, man, Derrick Henry not done, bro. He's probably another exception to the rule. Like as much as folks try to predict when a running back prime would decline and when their production is going to just be not non-existent. Like, man, that dude different, man. He different.
Well, yeah, he don't have a lot of wear and tear on the body because if you look at the way he runs, he breaks some long ass runs. It's not like he getting 25 to 30 carries like back in the day, where it's just like the Jerome Bettis days,
Larry Johnson,
a sledgehammer. Yeah, he's not. He's breaking. I mean, I think he still has a lot of tread on the tire if he really wants to play.
Yeah,
But if I'm Henry, I'm giving it probably another 3-4 years. I'm out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like the Barry Sanders quality. Yeah, I don't think you want to stick around super long.
Nah. So what's going on with you, brother?
Nothing, man. Just chilling.
Where the crew at? Ain't nobody up here today. What's going? Everybody must be watching football, man.
Hey, man.
This is the weekday.
I didn't get nobody like a heads up.
Yeah, I seen your notification. Damn, I seen your notification. I got a question for you, real quick, man.
Yeah.
So, all right. I'm looking at people. A lot of people asking me about Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say this on you. I got some beans to pick with you too. Russell Wilson. I got to give a shout out to Russell Wilson. First of all, for being a consummate professional. I said this on my podcast because a lot of dudes would have went sideways on social media, scrubbing their account, saying reckless stuff. Let's say like Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray would have probably scrubbed his account, did some other stuff, been on Twitter, just mouthing off. What do you think about the Russell Wilson situation? Because I'm telling everybody, even though, let's say it's a strong possibility Russ may be gone, we don't know what's going to happen in the postseason. They may sit down, they may mend the fence, and everything may be good. I'm telling everybody just to calm down. What are your thoughts on that, bro?
I mean, the human reaction is to always just have a lot of emotions attached. So I understand why people voice, whether they with the Broncos, against the Broncos, with Russ. But as far as with Russ, throughout his career, he's always been the consummate professional. And a lot of times people see that as a weakness because he won't really engage or be combative for the world to see. Like anytime,
no emotion.
Yeah, anytime you don't do things in the public, people just think you just sit out with your hands, like sit on your hands and you don't say nothing just because they didn't see it. And that's how Russ operates. Russ is not going to let you see how he's moving because that's not for everybody to see. Yeah. And a lot of times I just feel like with organizations, when it comes to players, like it's always business when the team does it, but when the player does it, it's selfish. So you see that now, like with Russ, with that injury guarantee, the Broncos did the business thing.
It's business.
It's just that they try to pause packages is something else. You can't say it's his play. Like anybody that jumped on like, well, Russ won't play well. You could say that last year, but not this year.
Oh yeah, Russ top 10 in almost all categories.
Yeah, so I understand both sides, and I understand Russ too. Like Russ understands, like you're only one organization. I'm not gonna mess up. And you always say, like, I'm gonna be a businessman. I'm not gonna burn bridges. I'm not gonna let other narratives start to take over to where I can't get a job somewhere else, or I'm not respected somewhere else because you just won't stop. So that's why I respect about Russ. And even when like Future used to come at him, like Russ never respond. Everybody want to see guys be combative, back and forth. And when one side doesn't respond, people always make it seem like the person that's the loudest must have been telling the truth because that person ain't respond. It's like they could have respond. They just ain't gonna let you see them respond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or they could just say it ain't worth responding because I ain't gonna get nothing out of it. So it's so many layers to it. We just in the social media age where we want to see the back and forth. Like we want to see the 50 cents. We want to see the games. We want to see dudes just on fire. Yeah.
Well, speaking of drama and responses, there's two things. I'm not gonna hijack your show.
Yeah.
So the Cat Williams, the 40 times is hilarious, bro. Yo, that dude is just like, that dude is funny, man. I love him for that.
We're gonna discuss that. The Cat Williams 40 time. Yeah, we gotta discuss that.
Yeah, but Ari Spears, I was watching him, and I'm a fan of Ari Spears or most of the stuff. Comedian.
Yep.
He had a reel the other night that said basically we as Black people live for the drama, and he said Cat Williams didn't cure anything. He didn't solve anything. You know what I'm saying? It was like he was like people were saying we must protect Cat at all costs. From what? It's not like he's up for assassination or nothing. He just basically told his side of the story and rehashed some old stuff. And we in the community acting like he gonna be assassinated or something. Cat gonna be all right. We live in a microwave society where this is the hot take.
Yeah.
But Ari Spears is like, man, look. Steve Harvey, he had a point. Steve Harvey's moving on. They're still going to be the same. Ari Spears, Kevin Hart. It's not like their business is going to go down. Cat Williams is going to be where he's at, and all the other people are going to be where they at.
Mm-hmm.
Their domains are already set unless they do something drastically to affect themselves.
Yeah.
So, Ari Spears is right, bro. Ari Spears is right on that. So,
and the thing about Cat is, first of all, shout out to Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay. I think.
Oh yeah, he's elevated.
It's like over 20 million views for the Cat.
He Oprah status now.
Yeah. So salute to. One thing I like about Shannon, and I like about this about any person that's interviewing a guest, let the guest speak. He just sat back. A lot of times, man, if a guest is talking, don't cut them off. Don't add your 2 cents. You let them talk. Just let them go. I think that's the best way to interview guests is to not even put your beliefs and things like, even if it's off the wall, like they just sharing how they feel. And I think, when it comes to Cat, like you could tell Cat looked at what everybody else said. And I don't want to say he had an agenda because that make it seem like it's being
he was ready.
Yeah, he was ready. He was ready to share his side of the story. And now folks want the Kevin Harts. They want we saw Ludacris respond. We saw Kevin. That really wasn't funny, man. I ain't gonna lie.
What you say?
Kevin Hart responded during the ESPN coverage of the Knicks.
Oh, he did?
The Knicks and somebody else playing with his plastic cup boys. Yeah, it was live, and he was trying to tell jokes. They won't really hit him. They won't.
Well,
really.
See, Amar, that's the thing I want to say. Luda, like, Cat must have touched a nerve because Ludacris, they say Ludacris ain't rapped in 20 years.
Ludacris, no, if people pay attention to his Instagram, he do freestyles like that.
Yeah, he freestyle, but I'm looking like, man, if I'm at that plateau where I'm making fast, furious moves and all that, you're not even getting my attention. You know what I'm saying?
Why is that though? Like, here's one thing that I struggle with. If you don't respond, the person was telling the truth. If you do respond, oh, he got you in your feelings. It's like it's like you can't win.
But that's the thing. That's why I said about Ari Spears.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's going to change if you don't respond. The public, your business is not going to be affected. The public may think something about you, just like DJ Khaled. I'm seeing posts. You know, he's Palestinian. You get the Palestine War.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Khaled, he was under fire for not responding or not saying how he felt about the war. And it blew over. People still trying to hold him under the fire. Khaled's like, man, I'm not talking about that because it's going to affect his business. He just didn't respond.
Yeah. And
like I said, it's going to blow over sooner or later. So for Luda to respond and all that, Ricky Smiley crying on camera, I'm like, bro, y'all, you won't, if I'm at that level in my domain, as high as I want to be, high up, even though my feelings may be hurt or I may be in my feelings, you won't, like Russ, you won't detect that. You're not gonna mess my money up, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, man. It's just. And speaking of that, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Oh, Jacksonville got the ball back. Go, Trav.
Man, they down by 8. They ain't gonna do nothing.
No, I need a home, bro. I got the hookup.
Even they score, they gotta converge.
Yeah, they gotta converge. What's up with you and your what's the guy that was on your post? I ain't never seen you.
I don't know.
You called him OG. He talking about, first of all, I'm not your OG. I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, what the hell is the Hawk got going? What was that all about, man?
I don't know.
You know that guy?
I don't know what you talking about, man.
Oh, okay. Look.
Yeah, I mean, once you go down that road, man, I ain't you're not gonna get no more light on what I do, period.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Cause like you were like, I read the comments like even shouted out your punk ass show, this and that. And,
I did not say punk ass.
My bad. You just shouted out the show and stuff.
So look, here's the thing that
you supported him.
Here's the thing that irritates me, and that's how I'll put it like this.
All right.
I don't like down nobody in what they do. Like I try to make sure I share when people got something going, encourage what people got going on. A lot of times folks feel some type of way, and versus going right to the source, they choose to go to the sources to show the sources. Like
he said.
Yeah, versus like we say we men, but we don't do men things. And I get confused because it's like, yo, as a man, I'll go to you like direct message. Everybody got to see everything. So I'll go to you and just talk to you, man, like one-on-one. Not like I'm checking you, not like I'm punking you, but just don't nobody need to see this interaction because it's between two parties. A lot of people don't live by that code. So it is what it is. It don't make me no better. That's just how I move.
Yeah,
that person may move in a different light, and they can move with that light. But just know my light is not gonna be merged with your light anymore. Like you just gotta stand over there, and if you move close to me, I'm gonna move this way. Like we're never gonna be in the same lane no more. Like it's things.
Get away from me, dog. Get away from me.
It's things that you say to me that I don't forgive. I don't forget. You do you. Be blessed. Whatever you do. But don't ask me for nothing. And I ain't never said you did, even though you might have. Nobody never know. But it's certain things people do that I look at them, I'll be like, all right, we gotta part ways in that sense. So
you know what? Speaking of that, I'm gonna let you go after this, bro, because I know you got your stuff to talk. Me and you had a spat. Me and you got some history.
Yeah.
Like when your wife came on the show, and I guess I irritated. Yo, people may not know this, but with your permission, I'm gonna talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Permission?
Go ahead.
All right. So people in the chats, whatever, me and Hawk is like, Barkley and Shaq. We talk about each other.
Yeah.
It's comedy. It ain't nothing personal.
Mm-hmm.
But Hawk's wife came on the show, and I said, Hawk, you're not on Google, you're not on Wiki. I trolled Hawk real hard.
Yeah.
And his wife was like, who is this guy? And he don't know nothing. And she was she was barking, and Hawk was like, baby, I got this. No. And I said something back to her. Hawk was like, don't do that. You better not do that. And it took me a while to read and I'm not gonna lie, Hawk, it took me a while to read your energy because that's your wife. Yeah. I didn't come off disrespectful, but that's a battle I can't win. I'd rather have you as a friend / co-host. We can conversate, etc. Rather not lose you over you think I'm disrespecting your wife. Yeah. So I had to read the room on that. And we had a couple conversations behind closed doors.
That's the thing. We talk behind closed doors.
Yeah. Just like you said, not everything needs to be posted or talked about. And me and you straighten it out.
Yeah, like it should be. Like you're gonna hire like with sports debates or just debates in general. Some things evoke emotion. Some lines could get blurred. And as a man, you just like if you tell somebody like, yo, I feel like you disrespected me. Yeah. Don't feel like you getting punked just because you be like, oh my bad. You're not getting punked.
Those are your feelings.
Yeah, you just you showing the person like, oh, I won't try to. But when people double down, that's why I get confused when people double down because it's like, why are you insecure? Like you think I'm not punking you, especially if I can see it now. If I do it on a social media platform like dog, watch your mouth or else, I can see you standing in your tent because a bunch of people watching. They don't know we know each other. Yeah, but if it's one-on-one, like yo, relax, and you still got that energy. It's like okay, you really got that energy. So that me as a man, I'll be like, I ain't on that time no more. Yeah, like you straight, man. I mean, do we need to talk behind closed doors? And Yeah, and I always offer people that. Like, yo, we need to rap. Because that's the great thing about social media, man. With Facebook, you can just hit call. And the person pick right up. You straighten it out, bro. You straighten it out. You talk. So that's how we got here because something took place. And the fact that I handled it when nobody else could see. Yeah. Didn't appease the individual. So it's like, it's one of the things with people these days. That's why I do my reps every day and I show it because people think you lying unless you show them. A lot of people feel like they're entitled to see everything that you do. Nah, you need proof. You need more people. Yeah. Yeah. So it's cool though, man. So hey, last thing. Goddamn Jaguars messing me up, bro. They'll turn the ball over again. I see. You know what you're doing by looking at Sporty gonna be mad. Man, shout out to Sporty, man. There was another instance. Playoffs. Hold on. So if they lose, what else gotta happen for them not to go in the playoffs? No, they done. They done. Because Houston won last night against I think if Houston would have lost. Yeah, Houston won. So they in for sure. Houston in for sure. So they would have lost against the Colts. So the Steelers want the Jags to lose. Yeah. Because it was talking about TJ Watt. He got injured with an MCL strain, possibly, or sprain. And they were saying even they got to the playoffs, they'll be boring to watch because he's going to miss out. Yep, the game over, bro. Jackson ain't got no timeouts. Tennessee in victory formation, bro. When I go to work tomorrow, it's going to be a bad. I'm just going to shut up. It's going to be a bad day. My supervisor might try to write me up. But I was going to say, we're going to rewind a little bit. I'm going to leave. And then the Saints beating the Falcons. So I don't know what that do as far as the seeding with Tampa Bay. Yeah, because Tampa Bay lost last week, right? Yeah, but if they win today, I'm tripping. So Tampa Bay just beat Carolina. They 9-8. Yeah, they clinched. So they clinched the NFC South title. So that means look like the Eagles or the Cowboys going to be going to see the Bucs. Tampa Bay. Yeah, so whoever don't win the division. But I think both of them teams could beat Tampa though. But like Les said, he want to see the Eagles come down. Hey,
we'll rewind a little bit. So, like you were saying, we got to talk things out. It was me, you, and said on just like this.
Yeah.
And I was trolling you, and for the first time, you was yelling in the mic. You got up and just ended the damn show and got off. And me and said was like, what? Like our screens were still up.
Oh, okay.
And you, bro, I wish you could pull the episode, man. You was like, F this, man. You just got up and left, and your screen closed. And me and said was like, is the show over? The shit was comedy, bro.
Hey, man, look at you, man. Hey, he living up to the Eric Spears statement. He keep talking about that drama. He keep wanting to talk about it.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. Now, peace and blessings to you, brother, man. I'll catch y'all later.
Oh, yeah, your boy Draymond back. He basically served a 12-game suspension.
I saw. But you know what?
About that?
I got to give it to Draymond. He's the bully of the league. I kind of like it. You need a bad guy. Everybody can't seem cool, but in fact, did you see the dude dunk on the white dude for the Jazz and hang on his neck?
What?
Bruh, there's a clip. I'll send it to you. There's a clip. The dude, I think, caught an alley-oop or dunked on somebody. You know how you swing on the rim?
Yeah.
He put his legs up and kind of put his nuts on the dude's shoulder, and the white dude was.
You got your hand on the mic.
That was the 90s. They would have slung your ass on the floor.
Oh, they would have been a fight. Yeah, I mean, because you remember, dudes would throw punches, just get texts, and then they would just keep playing.
Yeah, but see, Hawk, there's a thing. The way he dunked on a dude, it's like if you hang on the rim for safety, I get it. This dude intentionally put his legs up in a position, up in the air to clamp on this dude's neck and rest his genitals on his shoulders. It's like you could tell, it was extra. You know what I'm saying? And then the white dude was just like, I'm gonna make sure I let you down properly. You
don't like that?
Like, that was the 90s. You got your ass on the floor, bro.
It's sportsmanship. They said a kid from Detroit.
Okay, yeah, somebody seen it then. Yeah, it was.
Bean seen it now. He's a basketball guy. He don't miss nothing basketball. You know that.
Bean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But all right, man, I'm out. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, man. Jacksonville lost courtesy of the Czar. Shout out to Cody, man. Gridiron Bullies. But Czar did it again, man.
Oh, I got a meme coming. I got a Jeff Fisher. Jeff Fisher. They hate Jeff Fisher down here. The old coach for the Titans.
Yeah.
I got a Jeff Fisher picture coming up. Hot and ready. I'll catch you later, brother.
All right, bro.
All right, peace.
Well, man, Justice said you might not be playing for a month or so if it was me. Yeah, man, it's a different times now, and I think the penalty warrants a certain response. So if you're not gonna get penalized a lot, then you follow through. But if you can get penalized a lot, you might show some restraint. That's just in my opinion. I think the penalty these days got a lot to do with because the NBA be trying to make an example out of folks for sure. But yeah, Stephon, see you made it.
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah, boy, Philly down. So
down to my socks.
So Commanders versus the Cowboys. How will the Commanders get it done since you got the Commanders winning?
Run the ball with Brian Robinson.
So you feel like Eric Bieniemy is going to focus on the running game?
No, but he needs to.
He said no, but he need to. So if you was playing Madden, that's how you would beat the Dallas Cowboys.
No, man is different.
Oh, look at you! Look at you catching the slicks. You know what I'm saying? All right.
I play Madden, so I mean.
Who?
Huh?
You still play Madden currently?
Yeah, I've been playing Madden since freaking what was that? Super Nintendo.
So you good at Madden? Or you just play Madden? Are you good? Or
I'm good.
What you play on? PlayStation or Xbox? PlayStation.
Yeah.
What squad you run with? The Eagles?
Of course. That's all I play with.
They got the tush push formation on there? Because I ain't played it. I ain't been on that.
You know what? I never even seen it. I'll tell you the truth. I run the ball down the throat with Deontay Swift.
Okay. Justin said, "Hey, Commanders fan and our defense sound like in the airport. What's that? The PA folks for the tournament?
Yeah, there's more than one tournament going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what's the pot? What's the pot in this one?
25K guaranteed.
What you mean guaranteed? Like if you get to the last table, you guarantee
5
20.
4. That's where it starts. Depends how many entries is. It can go higher, but it can't go lower than.
So how does that work? How much do you have to pay to enter? If I can ask that, or is that a secret?
This tournament is 360.
Huh?
This tournament is 360.
360? Like $360?
Yes.
That you gotta pay to get in?
Yes.
Oh nah, dog. I'm good. I'm going to Rosie's.
Some tournaments, the tournament I'm playing, next week for 500. For 500K is 22. I said 22. Yeah, 2,200 to get in.
Hold on, man. I'm spending 2,200 just for a chance. Like I said, I go to Roses and play the slots with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It did look.
If you look up my plus minus on how much I won playing poker, you'll see. Okay, yeah. It's not something like you just a normal person can come and play. It takes time and studying like anything else. There's a skill. There's a skill to this.
Yeah, Justin, he a professional poker player. He definitely is.
He definitely is.
So how you get your mind right for a poker tournament? Because football, you know what I'm saying, you visualize, you walk the field,
Same thing.
You just
I walk the room, look at my it's no different from when we both play football. Walk the field, got the music on the way here. My mind relax. But I turn my phones off because any little distraction can get you on tilt or get you mad and out your game and whatnot. So most of the time I turn my phone off.
Dang, so you be mean mugging the other players, or
I'll be talking trash. Yo, these old white people hate me, yo.
Oh yeah,
oh my god. Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
I talk trash like I'm on the football field, yo.
Huh?
I talk trash like I'm on the football field. I've been banned from MGM for a year.
Bruh, like that ain't proper etiquette though. The outwardly talk trash while playing poker.
It's not proper.
I mean, like people who like slick talkers could get away with it. The guys are like, nah, you ain't gonna do. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. But you probably be MFing them and
no, you can't cuss. I'd say stuff like I'll say stuff like this. You might have to censor this one. I said, hey, white man, now I'm the master. How I feel like you the slave.
Nah. See, you just going a little too far. That man ain't done nothing to you, and you invoking that on, like you putting that devil on him. He ain't done nothing to you but try to play poker. I can see, like, so do you provoke or do you just respond?
No, I provoke because you get them out their game. There's no difference when you play football. You provoke somebody, get somebody mad, knock them off their game. Poker is 100% mental, yo. Mental. If you knock somebody off their mental focus, it's over. You got them. You can make a super move. When I got the best hand, I can get all your chips and you out of the tournament.
Justin said talking trash at the table is like yelling on a golf course. You might do it, but they're gonna look at you crazy. Damn, that's a good analogy.
He's right.
That's a great analogy right there.
But a lot of people laugh at me because they like it. They like the energy I bring to the table.
Yeah, they like it.
Yeah, most I don't do as much as I used to because I've been banned too many times, and then the next ban will be for life. So I calmed it down.
What you think did you see the video of Cat Williams running a 4-4 on the basketball court?
How was that a 4-4?
I mean, technically that's not 120 feet. That's what 92 feet. He ran for him. He ran from baseline to baseline, so that's like 30 yards. So he did run he ain't lying. He runs a 4-4. He never
did you see how he's running? Did you see his formation though?
Hey, his form, yeah, he was getting it though. If you ever seen the episode of Atlanta, he was an alligator man. He was running down the street. He had the same. That was him. So salute the cat. You didn't lie. You said you could run a 4.4. You never said in the 40. I don't think he ever said in the 40. So
Right.
94 feet, 4.4. Shout out to Cat. You know what I'm saying? Cat a funny dude though, man. Shout out to Shit. That joint did 30 million views.
Let me say it to you now. I love my Philly artists, but Cat Williams is funnier than Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he is. I don't think nobody considers Kevin more naturally funny than Cat. Cat is really a funny dude. Like his stand-ups, they really funny.
I met Kevin Hart back in 2006. I think it was right after Soul Plane at his club in Philly called Pinnacle.
Mm-hmm.
And he's good friends with a cousin of mine, and we was just hanging out, and I did not find him funny at all. He tried too hard.
He tried too hard. Yeah. He could try too hard. Yeah.
He tried to overcompensate for his height with his jokes, and it doesn't work.
Kevin is a guy that he has to act it out to be funny. So it's like, well, it's his facial expression or his voice, while Cat actually has jokes.
The it factor.
No, he like tells jokes. He's like Eddie Griffin. Like Eddie Griffin's better than all of them. Don't talk about a lot. But Cat is definitely hilarious. I have never seen a stand-up where I didn't think Cat was funny. I never seen a movie which I thought Cat wasn't funny. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Kevin Hart make me laugh in movies because he just he got good timing in movies. Like if you add him to an environment, he can be funny. But if you say no, you got to make it funny, that's when he may struggle.
Who's your top 5 comedians of all time?
Oh man, so my list could be a little different than everybody's.
I think mine is too.
I got both Eddies, Murphy, Griffin. I got Martin. That's 3. Richard Pryor. That's 4. And then my 5th one gonna be Paul Mooney.
Yeah, your list is different. I only got one person, but it's all over the place. I got Pryor's number 1, Chappelle number 2.
Okay.
Number 3, Eddie Murphy. Number 4, Bernie, and number 5, Cat Williams.
Bland said Kevin Hart is the same character in every movie. Yo, he wrong.
The last couple of years, except for the Upside. The Upside was Kevin Hart's best movie.
Best movie when he was a caretaker.
Yeah, yo, that was his. Like he pulled that out. I didn't know he had it in him. That's his best movie ever to me. I haven't seen him in. He didn't have to be funny. It wasn't a movie to be funny. I didn't know he could play that serious side to him. But it was really good. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, a lot of Kevin movies, he is basically playing the same character, and if he steps out of that realm, then people don't think he was whack.
Except for the Upside.
But a lot of people don't know about the Upside.
I don't know why.
They're a white film.
Did he say Earthquake? Yo, Beam. Go.
Yeah, Earthquake.
Yo,
bro.
He's funny, but he's not top 5 all time.
And see, my man Randy Tisdale's confirmed why I put Paul Mooney in there, because Paul wrote for Richard.
Yeah, I was about to say that. That's why. Yeah, Paul. He wrote for a lot of comedians though back in the day.
Yeah, because like
he wrote for Red Fox too.
I would even like a guy like Robert Townsend. It's very funny and got a brilliant mind. You know what I'm saying? He said, "This your list or mine?"
Yo, Beam.
You always gotta say something smart to you, but yeah, Paul. But Earthquake is funny though, man. Earthquake's funny.
Yeah, but he's not top 5 funny.
Like he said, that's his list. Here's
y'all in them 757 people. Y'all be that water down there got y'all brain messed up or something.
Damn. Sheesh, the water?
Yeah. Something in the water, like Pharrell said.
Pharrell said, Justice said his top 5 is Murphy, Pryor, Chappelle, Mooney, and Bernie.
Yeah, see, he got four of my 5 up there.
You said Murphy, Pryor, Chappelle, and Bernie.
Yeah. I said Richard Pryor number 1, Chappelle number 2, Eddie Murphy number 3, Number 4 was Bernie, and number five was Cat Williams.
Hey, look what D wrote. Look what he said.
Yo, B, you're number one on my list within the next week or so.
Oh man! But as far as like that interview, I think Cat like the thing about interviews, man. When somebody come on after other folks and they've said something about them, I don't think he was wrong for like rebuttal into what they said, especially like now. Here's one thing I do want to say though, like with the stealing jokes and things like that, because somebody pointed out.
A lot of people have stole jokes though. A lot of people.
Like somebody brought up that Cat stole a joke from somebody.
Nah.
And I got it on my phone. And Bernie Mac made a true statement. He said, "Man, if you do a funny bit with a lot of comedians in the audience, it's gonna get snatched. Especially if you don't have the reach that they have."
Right.
You know, everybody know that, man. If you don't share your best material. A famous comedian, it's getting clipped.
But Cedric did steal Cat Williams' joke though. That was crazy.
Yeah, he stole it and made it a spaceship.
I don't think Cedric would be where he at if it wasn't for his buddy Steve Harvey.
Cedric, probably not.
Cedric's really not that funny. He's funny in some things, but
man, Ced was funny and Ced funny in his own way too. Like it's like an acquired taste for any pause for any comedian. It just depends on what you like when you talk about what comedian is funny. Because somebody said like Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb is really funny to me.
Yeah, he's funny to me too.
He don't care, but a lot of people don't care for Corey Holcomb.
You think Matt Riff is funny? Matt Riff, Rifle, whatever it is, the white boy from a Wild Out. You know?
Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah, he got his. He got his. Yeah, like I don't knock him. You know what I'm saying? I will say this. Like on the show Wildin' Out, like when Cat was up there, Cat is just naturally a funny dude. But you got Kevin. Sometimes Kevin will try a little too hard to get you to laugh. Wow.
Right.
Yeah, just be himself. Randy said top women comedians. I
was thinking about that too.
A lot of people don't even. Shout out to Wanda Sykes though.
Oh, Wanda Sykes top 5.
What's the black lady that, yeah, I know Monique. What's the black lady that has a like a
You're not talking about the one that look like a man from Orange and Black.
Macho. I forgot her first. She funny.
The one that look like a man from the Orange and the New Black show, TV show.
What?
Leslie Sykes or whatever her name is.
Oh yeah, she's funny too. Yeah, she's funny. So they showed that when Cat stole from JB Smooth, that's what Corey Holcomb showed.
JB Smooth's another one that's not that funny to me.
JB Smooth funny and got they going what is it? What the Christmas movie? Monique and them, shut up. Melanie Camacho, yep, that's her name. He's funny as hell in that.
But yo, the turn's about to start, yo. I'll holler at you later, yo.
All right, bro. Peace.
Peace.
Good luck, man. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. Being thank you. Yeah, she funny to me. She funny. She definitely funny to me. I think Tiffany Haddish is another one that when people say like you kind of like stuck in one lane. Like Tiffany, people don't like her stand up. You know who stand up? Matter of fact, shout out to Mike Epps. I think all of Mike Epps stand-ups are hilarious, man. I was talking to my wife the other day. Like I like to watch Mike Epps, Chicken Wing. You know, baby. We talk about the dude with the arm. I really want to know you. But it's one comedian, man. I actually saw him in person, and he was a whole lot funnier than what I thought. Like he's always been funny to me, but I appreciate him more when I saw him here at Funny Bone in Richmond. Marlon Wayans. A lot of people don't like Marlon Wayans, but Marlon hella funny to me, man. He another dude that's very dramatic. Like it's a lot of theatrics with his jokes. You know, whether it's his facial expression or he's screaming and stuff. Like that's another dude that's fun. Like I'm one of the dudes that at 1 minute I want a knock type of joke like the Red Foxes. Then the other hand, I want the dudes who can paint this picture and make it seem like I'm in the same location that they're at as far as when they telling the story, making me, oh, Bill Bellamy is funny as hell. Yes. Bill Bellamy is another dude who's just naturally funny, period. Even when he's telling stories on Instagram, them joints be having me in tears. He told the joke about Cat Williams asking him, was he famished or did he need a meal? And he was going to be at the diner in like 12 minutes. And then he had these two women, completing surveillance, making sure the bathrooms and stuff was clear. And he said 12 minutes later on the dot, Cat Williams came into the diner and he said Cat Williams just kept looking at his homeboy who was bigger stature and asked them like, basically like, can you fight? And he wanted to fight his homeboy. Yo, I was in tears when Bill Bellamy was telling that story, man, because he kept imitating, like he could impersonate Cat like no other, man. So yeah, man, Bill Bellamy is funny. Bill Bellamy is funny. The Steelers are in. So the Steelers are in the playoffs. Appreciate you, Justin. So the Steelers are in. Woo. Man, these playoffs going to be fun. Yes, they are. The Steelers in now. The Jaguars out. All my Jaguar friends that are Jaguar fans, how do y'all feel about what just went down? Y'all are out the playoffs. We got a live look. Pittsburgh takes the number 7. Buffalo at 6 right now. They do play Miami, so that could flip-flop. The Chiefs are number 3 or will that order change? Let's see, Houston at number 4. Then you got Cleveland at 5. Mm-hmm. And then the NFC East, we know we got the 49ers are in. Detroit is definitely in. Cowboys and Philly definitely in. Tampa Bay definitely in. And the Rams. I'm bad to the Chargers, the Rams. So why is New Orleans not a lot? If Green Bay win, will they be out? Am I missing something? Why isn't New Orleans a lot right now? Or it's because are they still playing? Is that game still on? No, they already won. Is that the scenario? Do I need to go to NFL.com, look at the scenarios? Houston is locked at 4. Oh, so Green Bay is in a win and end situation. Okay. Appreciate that, Justin Ellis. Salute to you, man. If y'all ain't looking at the video, y'all don't know who I'm talking to. Is people chiming in. So I want to make sure I say his last name so he get his credit for the input he been adding to the show. So Green Bay is win and you in. And who does Green Bay play? The Bears. Ooh. The Bears, you gonna play spoiler, man. Hey, Johns. I need y'all just go ahead and lay down, man. I need y'all just go ahead and lay down. Don't do nothing. Hold on, we got somebody else. Pauline in here. It's 2 different ones. What we got going on? Which one? Let me see. What's that? I don't know what you about to do, so I got to put you back in the green room. What's up, Pauline? Welcome to the Ball Hawk Show. What you got? I don't know what this is all about, but yeah, you playing YouTube. I don't know what you're trying to do, but yeah, I'm gonna keep you right there. So back to what I was saying. Yeah, the Giants and the Eagles. Like I was telling y'all about the Eagles earlier, the Eagles just ain't been playing well all year as far as like a full game of football. So whether they get the number 2 seed or the what? Would it be the 6th seed or the 5th seed? Hell, I don't care. They're gonna be in there, but they had to go see Tampa. And they ain't got a good history down there playing at Tampa. Paulie, I don't know what you got going on back there showing these YouTubes, but we ain't gonna get clipped because you showing the YouTube video. Okay? We can't do that today. Not on duty. What else I want to talk about? Oh, yeah. So Draymond Green is back. Basically had a 12-game suspension. I do think that was long enough. John Moran is back for Memphis. Oh, somebody posed a question, right? My bad. July 19th. What's July 9th? What is that? I don't know what you're talking about. Darvin Ham. Oh, yeah. So, Laker fans, man, what's going on, man? Y'all want to get rid of Darvin? Is Darvin the issue? Like, what's going on? Y'all think it like, because I saw Gilbert Arenas. Shout out to Gil, man. Shout out to Gil and his podcast. I know it's right up there with Shannon Sharp as far as like most listens to sports podcasts. So salute to him. But they were talking about like the rotations. Apparently they don't like the way Darvin Ham manages the rotations for the Lakers. And again, I haven't been watching a lot of Laker games. Is that what it is? Yeah, he is. He's always messing with the lineup. All right. So is he starting Austin Reeves again? Is Austin Reeves still coming off the bench? Would you rather Austin Reeves come off the bench? Like how would you approach that, B? Like what's the lineup? I put it to you like this, my bad. What would be your starting lineup and then your rotation coming off the bench? Like if you could share that in your opinion. I see Luka Doncic been balling out of control. I did see Giannis versus the tall kid, Wemby. That looked like that was a dope game. The lineup that made us successful in the playoffs. Okay. Who y'all think is winning the whole thing this year? Like, is it really wide open? Too many of them are hurt right now. Like, who would y'all say would be the favorite to win it all? Because I ain't watched a whole lot of NBA to really give y'all, an in-depth analysis. For undrafted guy like Austin Reeves is your second best perimeter player, you are in trouble. Can Austin be like the exception to the rule though, Beam? Like, can he just be a guy that really should have been drafted? I know he went undrafted, but it's just like in the NFL, you have some undrafted guys, some late round guys that end up being all-time greats. Or is the Lakers just that bad? Yeah, Denver do look good. Denver is a team. I will say that anytime I see them play, how they are built and the lineups they have in, like everybody's skill set complements the next person's skill set. Somebody like KCP is really fits what Denver does. Somebody like Aaron Gordon really fits what Denver does. Like how they constructed that team is just like perfect. Perfect. How are the Bucks? How is Giannis and Dame Dollar doing together? Is that meshing well? In y'all opinion? To y'all liking? Can they make a deep playoff run? Like, what can they do? Who else, man? Let me look at some NBA standings. I'm gonna just get y'all opinion. I'm just look at some standings. See what everybody doing. So the Boston Celtics 28-7, the Bucks 25-11. I know Embiid been going crazy this year. I see the 76ers are 23-12, the Knicks 21-15, Cleveland 21-15, and Miami and Orlando and Indiana are 20-15. Okay. I see Orlando, some young Bucks, and then in the Western Conference, the Timberwolves got the best record in the NBA. Oh no, second best behind Boston. I guess they've been fairly healthy compared to everybody else, Hunter, had the best record. Dame and Giannis playing well, but if Middleton don't get it going, they not going far. They struggle with the Pacers. I think the Bucks lose second round. No late game identity. Identity. Okay. All right. Let me see. What's the conference? Minnesota 1, OKC 2, Denver 3 right now. Tied with the Clippers as far as the losses, but they got 3 more wins. The Kings are 5th. Dallas is 6 right now. Then you got the Pelicans 21-15. Phoenix 19-16. And I know Bradley Beal's been out a lot, and then Booker's been out. The Lakers are 11th at 17-19. Golden State 17-18. Ooh, the Rockets actually 18-16. I did not know the Rockets had a winning record this year. And the Spurs are trash can juice. We on the verge of Bill Belichick not being the coach of the Patriots, and Greg Popovich ain't getting that heat like Bill getting in the NFL. Let me stop, man. I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just joking. I ain't got nothing against Greg Popovich, man. Hell of a coach. Hell of a coach. So I never want to see somebody lose their job. So let me stop joking like that, man. That ain't cool. That really ain't cool. Oh, salute to did y'all see Harbaugh? The Harbaugh brother that coached for Michigan. Did y'all see that he was basically saying that he hoped pretty soon that players start sharing in the revenue? How many coaches said he was like, coaches need to take some type of pay cut and let these student athletes share in some of the revenue? People don't want to hear that, dude. My brother, they saying, hey, if you're getting paid, you got to pay for yourself to go through school. Hey, if you're getting paid, that means you can't opt out. Hey, if you're getting paid, why do people put so many like unhealthy expectations on a contract? Like everybody contract has some room for something to take place. Somebody was like, if athletes opt out of the bowl game, then a third or whatever percentage he used need like the player need to pay that back in scholarship money and the NIL XYZ. And I'm like, what? One game? It's a bowl. Like, I don't think people realize like it's a bowl game. Bowl game is not something that's in your contract. If we be honest, like bowl is extra. It's an extra game. Something you work towards. And I think a lot of times people always like, well, at my job, I can't. Respectfully, this ain't your job. This is their job. All our jobs are different. Some of our jobs give us mental health days off. Some of our jobs, we ain't got to work the entire summer. Some of our jobs, we ain't got to work holidays. Then you got other folks who they work. Don't know what days of the week they working, but they got a schedule. They might work Monday through Wednesday this week, then Monday through Friday next week. They might work 60 hours. They might work 40 hours. They might be salary to where they can get overtime, so it don't matter how many hours. Like, everybody's job is different. The NIL money not cutting into the money the school getting, so I don't know why they are screaming. And that's that. Beam, I'm glad you brought that up, because the one thing I will say this about players opting out: did the school lose any money? Like Florida State, did the bowl committee say y'all check gonna be different now because all those players sat out? No, they cut the check. That's why you don't hear no teams out here screaming because they money ain't being affected. Now, if their money were truly being affected right now, then you would probably see more ADs and stuff really come out. But the check already there. It's there. So they opt out. Okay. Their head coach bounce. Okay. Money, what's good?
What's up, man?
How you doing, bro?
Doing amazing, bro. We up the draft board, baby. What you mean?
Oh, because y'all love.
Shoot.
Where that put y'all at now in the draft?
I gotta see. I saw a couple of more folks I gotta lose. I think I gotta see what Chicago. If Chicago loses, we'll be in the top 10.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Just as much closer to getting Jaden Daniels or Michael Penix. Even though people are going crazy over this. All right. Matter of fact, let me ask you this question, right? As far as the poking and prodding about the NFL, as far as for injuries goes, how does that necessarily work? Because I know it can work against you because I know that a lot of the stuff they're gonna do, they're gonna be looking at a lot of X-rays, pretty much doing the whole physical, right? How how do you think that's gonna really affect him, even though he's been healthy these past 2 years, per se?
Which player? Who you talking about?
Michael Penix.
Oh yeah. So here's the thing about Mike. It depends on. I gotta be careful how I say this. Allegedly, it just depends who get to these influential talking heads, whether it's pro Penix or pro my client versus Penix. You know what I'm saying? But you can get a lot of these talking heads with so much influence that these GMs and coaches alike take their word as bond. So if you say, hey, Penix injuries, that almost like Robert Griffin III, like he had the knee injury coming out of Baylor, but his wave was ascending. Like every time he got on the screen, whether it was an interview, whether it was a throwing workout, he destroyed it. So as long as like, here's the thing with Penix, man, that I really find funny. It took him performing how he's been performing all year versus Texas for folks to find like, oh, he one of the best quarterbacks. Like he's been doing it all year.
Yeah, and look, he been doing it back when he was in Indiana, and he had
Indiana
nobody.
too. Yeah, like everywhere he's been, you see Michael Penix's numbers has been what they've been. Now, again, if you have better talent, of course, the numbers going to improve more. You'll probably be more efficient. That's what you would hope, right? The talent around you improves. You will hope that you are more efficient and you have better numbers. You know, whether it's especially touchdown interception ratio.
Right.
But yeah, I think he's legit, man. And that's the thing. You want your wave to start to rise at like right around right now. Like somebody for like Caleb. The thing about Caleb, which is crazy, that's how you know they think he's special. Because any other quarterback to kind of fall from grace like he did, not saying he was trash, but just his team losing and they got him crying in the stands, which I ain't had no issue with. But any other quarterback, that destroys them. And people still got him. If I'm mistaken, still got him one, right?
It's the Mahomes thing, that off-script thing that attracts a lot of guys. And all these quarterbacks is different. So it's crazy how like Michael Penix, for me, the footwork is elite. Of all the quarterbacks in the pocket, his pocket is the best out of all of them.
Yeah, and I think that's a great point about Mahomes. Salute to Patrick Mahomes. Because if Patrick Mahomes wouldn't have been as elite as he is, somebody like Caleb Williams would be frowned upon. Because Mahomes was essentially frowned on in a sense of, I don't think that could work here. Similar to like even like, you know, you start to appreciate the different dynamics of a quarterback because it allows all these quarterbacks to have a lane. You know what I'm saying? So that's why in this day and age, with the quarterback position, is like you got to draft a kid that fits what you're trying to do schematically. So just because this kid, like with Lamar Jackson, you can look at one or two ways. You can look at he dropped because people didn't think he was a quarterback, or he dropped because his style didn't fit that offense in which that coordinator wanted to run.
Right. But it's weird with him though, because if that team doesn't fall off after they lost to Clemson, I think it's a totally different story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it wasn't like Lamar stunk it up in none of them games. But he ran out of bounds the Clemson game.
Louisville just ran out of gas.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I use this comparison, and it's funny, like right now with both of them in the NFL, because when they came out, how the Mel Kipers and the Todd McShays talked about Josh Allen with his completion percentage, and then how they looked at the drop percentage for the receivers, how they always talked about how Josh Allen receivers dropped a lot of passes. But on that same list, nobody talked about how Lamar Jackson's receivers percentage was above Josh Allen's. Like they dropped more passes, but nobody picked up on that because they wasn't being fair, because they were just pushing one side.
Yeah, of
course.
That was like one of my main things. Like I feel like depending on what he does, Michael Penix does tomorrow, I feel like, they're already going to pick him proud as far as injuries go.
Yeah.
But I really do think it's going to be important for him to at least kind of like just ball out like he did the last game. You know what I mean?
Here's another question I got for you for him. And it's probably not fair, but I know this is going to come up. And I think it came up a little bit. Is the fact that he's left-handed, does that play a role in how he's viewed?
I mean, Mike was left-handed. So, I mean.
Because somebody said, look at this. Because somebody said a video with it being flipped, of it being mirrored, and he was looked like he was appearing as a right-handed quarterback. And people said, oh, he looked really good as a right-hand quarterback. I was like, oh, y'all gonna try to start this left-hand quarterback stuff now?
Nah, man. Everything's just opposite. And I mean, what's the O-line that kind of understands that? And everybody understands that you play around it. It's no different from you playing to your player's strengths. You know what I mean? It's just, you gotta flip everything over.
Yeah, because a lot of people start to say, well, his receiver's gonna have to adapt to the rotation of the football because it spins a different way. So, I'm just prepared for all the various narratives to this themselves. You know what I'm saying? Just preparing it.
Yeah, just like the whole arrogant narrative with Caleb, like this fake. It's hard to be a confident black man nowadays, man. It's
1
hard,
minute is swagger, 1 minute is swagger, 1 minute is you conceded. It's like, hey man, like it's the gift and the curse. It really is. Right. Like being really confident is really a gift and a curse, because
it's too much power.
Yeah, so because if you get confident, it's like people want to control how you move. That's what it comes down to.
Facts.
We both know that. Facts. That's why they say if somebody, he got humble. Like, why he had to get humble? Like, what made him not humble?
Right. And then the thing is, like, I think people are actually mad that, like, he could really go back to school this year if he wanted to and not miss a beat, because he's still making so much money on the NIL. But this is what y'all wanted, though.
Thank you, B-Money. Thank you, brother. Finally, somebody said it. That's not me. This is what we want, right? NIL creates the longevity in the sense of I ain't leaving school early now.
And honestly, you would think that will actually go to their benefit, because the longer you guys going to stay in school, they could only get better. I mean, the NFL has teetered their plays, the way their playbook, and the way that they do things to the college game. You know what I'm saying? And it's changed.
Yeah.
So it's not like the same. So it's like, hey man, why not let them stay in school an extra year if they're going to get better?
Yeah, and I think that's a great point, man, because here's the thing. If somebody said, hey, NIL is a great thing now for college sports, because Johnny's staying in school 5 years now because he understands the benefits of the NIL and what it can do for his family right now. And he's furthering his education. He has a master's now. He has an LLC. He's an entrepreneur. Like, Somebody has to take it to the stream to where they can present it as the ultimate positive. Because here's the thing, fans. If the NIL cuts into the one and dones in basketball, none of y'all ain't gonna be saying nothing, bro. If your favorite player in college is staying 2 and 3 years, college basketball, because college basketball is the one that really irked people because they was just dipping, Calipari players, one and done. Now, guys in 3 years, what? They love the NIL then.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the other thing too. Like, I'll say like Shador, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Shador comes out and has a good year this year, he doesn't have to go to the NFL. He could say, like, you changed it now where he could probably stay another year, and like I said, still get better. Like he has more freedom now. You know what I mean? And that's for a lot of these guys. He doesn't have to rush to the NFL if he's not ready.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is. I think people want everything got to be a certain way where the NFL has to have a certain amount of power, or they don't like these players having control over their destiny. And it's like, hey man, it's a new day and age, my guy. You gotta kind of just roll with it.
Yeah, it's one of the things where we're so accustomed to, and I'm saying we because I'm a consumer, just like everybody else. We become accustomed to dictating what a college person can and can't do. Because in the past we could do that. Now things are changing. It's like you're really trying to dictate what a young person, what their cap is as far as how much they can own off their name.
Right.
I'm going to tell you what I think is fair when we know the world isn't fair.
Right.
Because when they get out of school, what's the first thing we say? Hey, only place that fair exists has pigs. Like, no, nothing's fair in life. And this is why I don't. So here's the thing, not to cut you off. I don't mind the transfer portal because that's teaching you life lessons. The grass ain't green on the other side. You're taking a risk. You do know if you enter your name in transfer portal and you lead this program, there's no guarantee that somebody's going to pick you up, even though they've been recruiting you and telling you all you want to hear, because you don't know who else is leaving a program. Two, there's no guarantee that once you get to that new program, you're going to be a starter and your product is going to improve. Like, that's life. I'm not going to tell a kid they have to stay and they never go through that. I don't want you to get out in the workforce and learn that the hard way. I'd rather you learn it while you can still get an education.
Facts. And then look at it like this too. Like, when you get to the next level, you're not gonna have the same amount of control. Once you sign that contract, you got the mercy of the front office. Then, you know what I'm saying? So, you become better at negotiating. You pick up these life skills, and honestly, it does benefit the NFL in the fact that you get a better product because they don't have a developmental league. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess you could kind of the XFL maybe for guys that are trying to get back in, but the college game is your developmental league to get to the next level.
Yeah.
So
it really is. And like being said, the NIL also allows a pro level to see what kind of character a player has now that they have money. I like that too. You see what you're getting into. I can't that's always like the biggest question mark. Like, how is this young man going to handle his new financial freedom? So from I could barely get something to eat to now you don't know where you want to go eat because you got so much money.
So, and then that's what's crazy too. Like, so you know how Caleb has control over, pretty much has control over what he wants to do, right? And then he started talking about the teams he wants to go to. He doesn't want to go to a trash organization. Where was his energy for Eli Manning when Eli Manning first got here and was supposed to be a Charger? Where was that energy at? You know what I'm saying? So he's just picking and choosing, and there was no NIL then.
It won't no NIL. And you know what? Let me. I'm gonna go ahead and keep 100. It worked out for Eli and it worked out for Elway. They knew what they were talking about. They knew what they were talking about. So it's like Eli didn't want to go to the Chargers. Boom, 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 made the moves. He get with the Giants. He ended up winning 2 Super Bowls. Elway. He was like, I'll go play baseball. I ain't trying to go to whoever got the number 1 pick. End up getting with the Broncos. Win several Super Bowls at the end of his year. Like, it ended out like, why do we have an issue now? And I'm not saying you said it or I, but I still got to say we. why do we have an issue when somebody tries to dictate their careers? They step out on the ledge like I don't want to go there. They ain't gonna work for me. It's not saying that they like feel entitled or they're not thankful. Just because you're trying to dictate where you go does not say I'm not thankful.
Yeah, like
just because I'm hungry don't mean I'm gonna eat anything if I know I got options. If I know I got options, I ain't eating that.
Like you mad because the boy don't want to go to Arizona. Nobody wants to go to Arizona. What are you talking about?
For what?
So, hey man, I commend them having the having power of be able to do what they want to do. So, it is what it is, man. What do you think about today as far as the parody that's going on right now?
I'm glad you used that word, parody.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great thing when your team benefits from it. You know what I'm saying? People get tired of the same old teams always on top.
Right.
And then you have new teams on top. It's like, what's going on? Like, that's what we at with it. Because apparently, right now the Cowboys, like, they about to score again. So they'll win the NFC East. It'll be the same story. Like NFC East, every year somebody new is at the top. So the Eagles will probably be going to Tampa. And Tampa, said to even tell you, like, the history gonna show that they'll probably beat the Eagles because they playing at Tampa. It's wide open, man, as far as who can win the Super Bowl. Now, don't get me wrong, I still feel like the 49ers is the favorite. I really do.
Front runners.
to me, they're the safest one.
Top heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the safest one.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to bet money, I would bet on the 49ers. I ain't got nothing against Lamar or Miami. Or the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys too. I ain't gonna front. I like the Cowboys too.
I do like how I guess how the Ravens actually have shaped up as a team.
Yeah.
So that defense, I mean, Roquan is extraordinary, dog. Like, just as a leader.
Yeah.
And be able to hold that together for them. Them having the receivers and I don't think it gets talked about enough about Odell. Just having Odell as a mentor for like Zay Flowers, a young kid like Zay Flowers, dog.
Mm-hmm. Talk about
it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I don't know, man. And then was it the tight end likely? Likely is awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He came from Coastal Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean, these things just work out. We thought Miami would be able to do something, but Miami's going to Miami, and I expected Detroit to Detroit, but that's another story. We're gonna wait. We'll wait till that happens. But yeah, man, it looked like it's anybody's game nowadays. So we just lost AJ Brown. How?
What?
What do you mean?
He got hurt? AJ Brown got hurt? What?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
And they down 3-0 already. The Giants, dog, laying on the ground, holding his knee. Oh, yo.
Oh, nah.
Nah.
Nah, fam.
We
lost Laporta today, too.
Yeah, Laporta. Yep, Laporta went down for the Lions.
But I don't know what the Lions are playing for, because it ain't like they was going to be able to move.
They were trying to get number 2. They was hoping that both the Cowboys and the Eagles lost. I ain't agree with that, Dan. But hey, Dan. You the coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, end of the day, you the coach.
Mm-hmm.
You're the coach. So if I was the Eagles, though, would you rather play the Bucks or the Packers? First round.
Y'all would be the visiting team, right?
If you play the Packers, like, let's say if the Cowboys lost and the Eagles won, then the Eagles be playing the Packers at home in Philly. As of right now, the Eagles are on the road at Tampa.
I would definitely want to pay the Packers. Ray, say what you want about Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is still a vet.
Yeah. The Packers got to win to get in.
Yeah, those guys are brand new over there. You know what I'm saying? You you guys are vets on defense, but I'd rather deal with the younger guys rather than having to deal with the seasons of
Seattle.
the more seasoned team with Tampa Bay. So
Okay. So New Orleans can only get in if Seattle and Green Bay lose, but Seattle could get in with the win and a Green Bay loss.
what's up with Seattle?
Damn. Seattle got to beat Arizona. They beat Arizona and Green Bay lose, they in. So it's not New Orleans. I thought New Orleans be getting in, but it's actually Green Bay. Ooh, so the Seahawks versus the Cowboys I think the Cowboys still smoke them too.
They do. The Geno not it.
Devontae already out.
Oh, did you hear what they're saying now? They're talking about Arthur Smith might be out of there.
Oh, in Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
Why? What did he do? He do something or he just selling?
No, they're just I guess it's time for him to go. And for me, I think it's time for him to go too. Because how you got Bijan all year and just not use it?
I don't know. They got what's Buddy from Cal. Yeah, man. Like, come on.
Don't know how to use him either. So,
yeah.
Hey man, let Eric Bieniemy go down there. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he can figure it out.
So the Steelers are in the playoffs, yo. Tomlin got in the playoffs. He won 10 games with this squad.
I hate that offense. That offense is horrible.
Damn, Tyrod out now too. God dang, Ty. Damn.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
I can't buy a break, bro.
Nah.
Damn.
I thought the Cowboys were just gonna be like, forget it, but I guess they can get the number 1 seed.
They ain't get no damn number 1 seed.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm tripping. They can get the number 2.
Yeah, they got that lot. We ain't gonna. I mean,
I wouldn't even care about beating Washington for real.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm just being honest. I'm playing next week anyway. I get it though. From a business standpoint, you want a home game, and from a player standpoint, you want a home game. But at what expense?
Nah, man. Certain
things. If I know I got depth, so if I know I can sit Dak and I can sit CD Lamb and I can sit Bland, like those type of guys, I'm doing it.
They got a halfway decent defense. That defense travels. They'd be all right. I wouldn't care about going nowhere.
Yeah, and that's the thing it boils down to, man. It's like,
and ain't nobody scared to play Cowboys in Cowboy Stadium. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
What are you doing here? Man. That's not like a wriggle.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Right. Pause. But in Big D, them boys go crazy.
They go crazy, but it ain't like playing Philly and Philly.
Shout out to CD Lamb.
Baltimore.
CD and Lamb looking like 1B in the top 2 receivers this year. He 1B. Tyreek 1A.
I'm speaking freely because I ain't got no horse in the race. We try and get our new quarterback. You know what I mean? Even though there's words.
Yo, if rumors, you get Phoenix, bro, God.
Yeah. But there are rumors though that we might get Kirk again for another 2 years.
AJ walking to the back now. Oh shit. That still don't mean it's good. I done seen dude jog off with I ain't even gonna say, but yeah.
I mean, y'all got Devontae, man. Y'all be all right.
Devontae out this game too, but what I was gonna say, man. But yeah, I want to get CD Lamb his flowers, man, because I know people mess with Cooper Kupp because he played a slide, CD played a slide. It's like, look, man, them jokers got a lot of yards. I don't care. They got a lot of yards. A lot of yards, man.
Hey, CD earned his 88 this year. I ain't gonna hate on it. I ain't even gonna hate on CD, dog.
He broke the record in 16 games. He ain't need 17.
Yeah.
Man, he had a record that long though. That's crazy. And he was playing in the era where it was 2 yards in the cloud of dust.
Yeah.
So I let you know Michael was special.
Yeah.
I make you appreciate Michael Irvin.
Yeah, it is. It do. Until he said something stupid like comparing Michael Penix to Michael Vick. That was just dumb. I'm like, what are you talking about?
How do you compare them? Say because they both left-handed?
He's talking about the way the football jump off their hands. I was like, man, come on, bro.
Yo, playmaker. Use a Hall of Famer. Use a bad man. But dog, you be saying some stuff. I be like, what? I feel like what's Westbrook? What?
I didn't get the chance to ask you, Fred Taylor. Did Fred Taylor deserve to be in the Hall of Fame over Eddie George?
Mm.
And how much does media help Fred Taylor get
Media
into?
helps Fred a lot. Yeah, media is definitely. Once you step into the medium realm as a former player, it'll help you a bit. It really will. Because now you got to think you're rubbing elbows with those guys who dictate who's getting in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man, he dropped it. That's crazy. Oh, he caught it. Oh,
was
okay.
it?
Brian Robinson.
Oh, word for the Commanders tied it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. Eddie George was a bad man. Fred was bad, but Eddie George was a bad man.
I mean,
And
you pull
Fred
up the
was a
stats
bad
though,
man.
more. I mean, more attempts compared to what you know. I'm all about production over usage.
Fred had to share too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He did have to share, unbeknownst to him. And we ain't gonna act like the dude he was sharing the backfield with was a slouch.
No. MJD was dope.
JD was nice.
Yeah, he was. But Fred, I mean, when Fred was healthy, Fred was different.
Fred was different, bro. Yeah. And you know what? And this is like when we talk about Hall of Fame and if it boils down to who should get in first type stuff, this is what I would love for like guys who played against both players to really have a candid conversation because they can really take you behind the curtain. Because a lot of times all we can do as fans is look at numbers. That's it. And a lot of times numbers don't say a lot that should be said. We can only go off what we see personally from the games, but just how people like. If I game plan to stop you, it's very different than game plan to stop somebody else and you get your yards. So if I game plan to stop you and you got the yards versus I won't even worry about you and you got your yards. Like I knew who you were, but you got you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like different approaches. People use that with like receivers. Like, well, who is this? It's like two sides of the coin. We'll look at a Calvin Johnson and be like, well, they forced it to him. They forced it to him. So he had to get all the catches and all the yards. And then we'll say, well, that means he was getting double covered. And then when somebody has a running mate that's very good, they be like, well, they benefited from not, being by themselves. So it just depends on how you look at it, man. It's a great conversation.
I'm actually kind of happy that I was alive to see a lot of these guys. Like I feel like all right, like that 90s era, the 2000 era was a very good era as far as especially the elevation of the evolution of an athlete.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. So there was another argument as far as Julio Jones, man. For me, I mean numbers. I mean Julio Jones looking a little different in the light. You know what I mean? But people talking about him being a first ballot, and I just don't.
Touchdowns. Yeah,
I just don't
touchdowns.
see first ballot, man. I don't.
It's all about how you present it, right? If you attach Julio next to that run that AB had, he was the only receiver that was in the discussion when AB had that dominant run. He was the one guy that you could place beside him. So it's all about how they perceive Antonio Brown. Even though Antonio Brown got touchdown, like the thing that hurt Julio, he ain't got the paint numbers, man. Like when you talk about Hall of Fame, you get very nit.
Because that's funny because I bring up Brandon Marshall, and I was told Brandon Marshall was just really good, right? He's just a really good player.
Yeah.
But he got more touchdowns than your boy.
And Julio?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon got multiple like double-digit seasons, if I'm not mistaken. And then Brandon was known to have a lot of receptions. One thing about him, he gonna have a lot of catches.
Yeah.
Brandon,
I believe that.
They call him
I just want to know what the criteria is when we're judging these guys, because you can't tell me numbers for one thing, and then we want to talk about impact for another thing for a guy. It's just not consistent for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and this is what I always like to say, bro. I like to always get somebody's criteria and say, can we use it across the board? Like to me, that's why I feel like Hall of Fame. It should not have a name at the top. I should not be able to see your name. I should not see what teams you play for. Just give me your numbers in the years you play in the All Pros and the awards, the accolades. I don't want to see your name. I don't want to see the team you play for. I just want to see stats, accolades. That's it.
Because you look at Mike Evans, right? My thing with Mike Evans being the first ballot, to me, if he keeps this up he got what? I think he got another 3 to 4 years to
You got
him.
about 3 to 4. Yeah. That's 13, 14 years.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, you know what I mean? Like you can't deny the numbers.
If he go 12 straight years with 1,000 yards,
yeah,
like then we do get hung up on first ballot.
Right.
Why wait? Why am I waiting to put him in? Pause. Why I gotta so think about this. I'm gonna just wait. So he gotta wait a year because they ain't put T.O. in first, or they ain't put Chris Carter in the first time. Like, what? If you a Hall of Famer, why I gotta wait?
And then look at this. There's only one other player besides him that has done what he's done, and that's top one in Jerry.
The top dog, the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
Imagine Jerry Rice in the past happy era.
Right.
I mean, his offense was ahead of his time.
Right.
But he still had 1,000-yard rushing back and 1,000-yard receiving back.
Yeah, I mean, look at Larry. What if Larry never went to Arizona and would have went to one of these guys? Like, what if he would have went to Minnesota, or would have went to Dallas, or would have went to one of these guys like to throw the football?
We can't like Kurt won't get that boy that field though. Him and Anquan came out the gate for the same organization, getting busy. So the QBs knew, like they might be considered trash can juice, but they knew
they're good. Everybody's good when they get to this level.
I'm just saying, respectfully, yes, the organization might not have been good, but at least the guys under center knew the assignment. Get him. Like, this is one thing I always say about Hopkins. No matter what quarterback he played alongside, they knew get the ball to 10. I'm getting it to him.
But that's
any means necessary.
That's what's going on with Andre Johnson. All his guys knew get him the football.
Get him the ball. And you should be. So this is what I don't understand about when they get it. They go at they'll go at Jefferson. If Jefferson seemed frustrated, they'll go at AJ Brown if he seemed for every receiver. You may see some, you may not see some. They all want the ball every chance they could get. Why wouldn't they?
And he got the ball today because he chipped over 1,000 yards. And he barely played this season.
You saw him?
So that's what JJ is.
That boy, and look, so he had no targets in the first quarter. It was like, yo, JJ, like, hey man, stop playing with that ball, QB. You know where to come. Right here. Pause. Throw it to me.
Yeah, but that's my thing. So it's like when you have guys like the arguments when they talk about Reggie Wayne and Andre Johnson and all that, and Corey Holt. I feel like, to me, I think Andre gets in. Reggie to me got to wait a year. I mean,
because we're gonna be nitpicky, right? We're gonna be nitpicky, and we said this the last time you was up here. When you put those three names in, you go, this being nitpicky, folks. So this is not dissing them. Andre was never considered a number 2 on his team. Those other two were number 2s at some point.
Yeah,
on their team, because they had Isaac Bruce and Marvin Harrison, 2 other Hall of Famers. Right. But we being nitpicky. That's our argument for Andre. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I was saying about Eddie George. Look at Eddie George amongst his peers when he played at his height. I mean, he may have been top. I don't know. I guess you could see he was top 5, but he was never top 1.
Was he? Like, as far as, you know what? Let me look at Eddie George stats and then go to like the season to see where he stacked up as far as rushing yards for that season and where he ended. That's because I never, like, sometimes you have to approach like that because people going to do that when Gore is eligible to be a Hall of Famer. We look at his total, he's number 2 all-time leading rusher, but they're gonna say, but
it's that longevity award. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same. Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith got that longevity award. So
yeah, I mean, you do praise, like that says a lot too, though. You praise it. You do praise it, but it makes you really sit back, like, but how good? Like, were you really that good, or you was really that durable at the end of the day?
Brett Favre.
Really that durable, yeah.
You already know about that conversation.
Yo, Brett Favre out here, gunslinger. That's like the ultimate. I don't count his interceptions against him. Let me see if I can do individual. So, where did Eddie end up? His rookie year when he had like 1,200 yards. Damn, they didn't want to give me individual. You doing?
That Curtis was playing when he was playing.
Oh yeah, Curtis was. Yeah, Curtis Martin was always up there.
Um,
So let me see yards. Barry. So Eddie George, his rookie year, Barry Sanders was number 1 in the league, 1,500. Terrell Davis, 1,500. Jerome Bettis, 14. Ricky Waters, 14. And then Eddie George, as a rookie, was 5th with 1,300.
Jesus. Eddie played a long. Damn, I forgot Eddie went in.
He outrushed Emmitt Smith that year. He was 8th with 1204.
I forgot Eddie was like he went back that far.
Yeah, he was 23 years old that season. So 97 rushing leaders. Eddie George was 3rd. He was behind Jerome Bettis. Oh, no, hold on. That's attempts. My bad. He was actually 5th again. Barry had 2,000. Terrell had 17. Bettis had 16. Dorsey Levens, 14. And then Eddie had 1,399 with Napoleon Kaufman behind him. Emmitt Smith was 12th with 1074.
Napoleon is one of those sleepers.
Yeah, that joke was so fast. He was so fast, bro.
Yeah.
And then in 1998, Terrell Davis had 2,000. Jamal Anderson had 1,846. Good God. Eddie was 7th that year. But Barry Sanders was 4th. Garrison Hurst was 3rd. And Emmitt Smith was 5th with 1,300. Marshall Faulk had 1,300. Curtis Martin was right behind Eddie George that year. And Fred Taylor was number 10 that year. Let's go to 99. So I like stuff like this because to see like if they were consistent. So Eddie George has been top 5 every year. This season he was number 6. 99, he was number 6. Edgerrin James was number 1 with 15. Curtis 14. Stephen Davis 14. Emmitt Smith was 4th with 1,397. Marshall Faulk was 5th.
The competition of running back was crazy.
Fred Taylor was 22nd. He had 732 that year. So this is like essentially it turns into like a head-to-head. And then so this is season Eddie George was this 2000. He led the league in rushing attempts with 400, but he was 3rd in rushing yards. Edgerrin James has 17. Robert Smith, your boy, 1521. Fred Taylor was 6th that year, 1,399. So Eddie George has been 5th, 6th, now 3. 2001. What was Eddie? Let's see.
Stanley Bryant. That
Eddie was 17th in the league this year. He had 939. What was Fred Taylor at? I don't know what. Damn, where is Fred? Did Fred get hurt this year? I don't see Fred.
He might have gotten hurt.
2001. This the Ricky Williams season. Eddie is 14th with 1165. Fred Taylor was 9th with 1314. So Fred had more yards than Eddie in 2002.
Right.
2003, Eddie was 15th. Fred was 6th. All right, so Fred's starting to get the best of Eddie now. 2004. Eddie was 42nd, 432.
That's because them carries started to catch up with him.
And Fred was top 10. Yeah, them carries did take a toll on him.
If you do comparison on the field, I mean, obviously it's 2 different running styles, but it was just like Fred was just gliding on the field, dog.
Yeah, Eddie was a battering ram too. So that the run style, because that's what we was talking about with Derrick Henry. Is for Derrick Henry to be a bigger back. He's not a typical. He's not a bruiser guy though. Like he's not taking big shots on himself.
You know who Derrick Henry remind me of? Eric Dickerson. Because Eric Dickerson,
Look at this. Jalen Hurts about to be out now with what looks like a dislocated finger on his throwing hand. I can't make this shit up. Middle finger looks broken on the throwing hand. Washington trying to help us out, and we can't get right. Yo, what? Jalen might have broken his finger? Let me check Twitterverse, because I know they going crazy.
Yeah, better go get Foles.
Who the backup? Mariota, right? Yeah, Mariota. Oh, man. That's crazy, bro. What was you about to say, though? I cut you off.
No, you good. I was just saying, like, what Harry kind of reminded me of was like how you having a bigger guy. Was Eric Dickerson. Eric Dickerson was a big dude. Oh wow.
So it looked like it's right in this joint right here. Like if you can see, it looked like this piece popped down.
He ain't throwing with that. What you throwing with?
So with the middle, is his middle finger.
Yes.
So it's the grip hand. It's a grip finger because you could get away with your index finger not being on the ball, but this drives it right here, the middle finger.
Yeah.
Damn.
He didn't get in?
What happened here?
I think Curtis. It looked like he scored, but
Curtis Sanders?
He didn't get his second foot down.
He ain't toe tap, huh? Man, the Eagles down 9-0. Man, they ass ain't gonna win. Oh, Barkley just scored, so it's 10-0. Yeah, the Eagles need to go ahead and pack that up, bro. Don't win the division. Ain't no need.
Ain't no need. It's over with.
Yeah, ain't no need. Just limp into the playoffs, brothers.
You know, don't win the folder.
Yeah. Because the Cowboys are messing around and see that they losing and just be like, let's go ahead and stop competing.
Put that man finger back in place.
Yeah.
let it let it chill.
And they're gonna shoot him up next week. Yeah. But y'all just waiting until tomorrow to do gridirons?
I think I'm gonna do Tuesday after. It'll be like just to get into the playoffs.
Okay.
Wrap the season up.
Yeah.
So I'll do the live show I don't know if it'll be a live show or recording. I'll let you know.
Okay. Yeah, let me know. I'm about to go ahead and end this, man. I just want to do something on Sunday on the last week. You know, appreciate you tapping in, though, my guy.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Always. My man D Money, Gridiron Bullies, man. Make sure y'all follow them on Twitter, follow him on Twitter, and check their YouTube page out as well, man. Great content and definitely entertaining.
Oh, please show up for Twitter tomorrow. There's gonna be a lot of sad faces.
I'll be listening.
A lot of hair rolls.
Hey, yo, Sporty goes, man. Listen, Zara already said he got something on deck. I said, maybe at least Sporty alone, man.
Yeah,
I know she feeling sick right now, bro.
He ain't got no nerve to talk either.
He know he don't care though. Misery love company though. All right, bro, man. You have a great rest of the day, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
My man, D Money. Hey, look, man, that's all we got for you today. Appreciate you for tapping in. If you're looking at it live, appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Ball Hawk Show Podcast 2.0, man. As you can see, man, I'm doing more and more videos, and then I'm gonna start doing more and more just recaps of like hot topics of the week. So y'all be on the lookout for that. That won't be recorded live. That just be something that I record, edit, and upload. So I'm trying to have more and more video content for my YouTube channel. But salute to Bleav Network. Go to Bleav, BLEAV.com. Search the Ball Hawk Show. Make sure you always know when we have a new episode. If you got Apple Podcasts, Spotify, leave feedback, leave a review. But that's it, man. We out of here, man. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Ball Hawk, we out.